Today's the day we install this full titanium exhaust on my 2025 Ducati Panigale V4. Ho, ho, ho. I'm just priming it. Here we go. Welcome back to Adobe Moto. So when I was shopping around for exhaust, I had 2 or 3 options. The first option was a $3,500 3/4 exhaust from Akrapovic. If you don't know what that is, think of a full exhaust system and then chop off 3/4 of it. And then my final option, again from Akrapovic, was an $8,500 full exhaust for this bike. I believe it's $9,000 if you buy the one that says Ducati on it, which I think is f***ing stupid. But buying this exhaust was probably the stupider option because we don't know if this fits. This is for the old version from 18 to 2024, but what we do know is this is the same exact motor as all the other V4s. This right here is the exhaust manifold. And I had a buddy that works at a local Ducati dealership check the part number for the exhaust flange gasket, and it's the exact same part. That means this will fit. And the reason I bought these pipes from this company that I'm not a fan of is because one of the exhaust pipes sits up top and the other one sits down low. But since this was made for the single-sided swing arm, we don't know if the hollow symmetrical swing arm will fit with this exhaust. So I guess there's really only one way to find out if we wasted our time or not. Let's take the bike apart. Pow! Alright, this is something I always do. I always put the right bolts back in the right holes, and I use green frog tape because I love turtles. I've never lost a bolt or a screw when I'm working on a bike because, again, I don't ride a jigsaw. Okay, we got the collector out, which houses the catalytic converter. Now we got to remove the little exhaust flange motor. This thing right here. And just like that, we got it out. Now it's just a matter of loosening the nuts for the headers. This back side looks pretty easy. And when you come to the other side doesn't look that hard either. But you never know with Ducati. Okay, before I start removing bolts and nuts, I'm gonna take my hand and give it a little feel, just to see if I can reach the bolts. Thought I was gonna say nuts. I can definitely reach my nuts. It's hard to tell, but that back one right there, that might be the only one we may struggle with. But let's continue. Okay, so while I can get my hand in there, I cannot get my hand in there with a wrench. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is remove the radiator fan. I think it's just one bolt on the other side. I don't know if you guys can see that in there, but that's the bolt that I need to remove. Pow. Okay, I am unplugging the harness for both fans. I did on the other side. There's the other one. Okay, this radiator fan, in theory, should pull out. Let's pull out. I said in theory. The other theory is I don't know if there's room for it to pull out. I may need to remove one more thing, which let me just show you. Okay, see that thing with the silver foil? That's like a little protective sleeve. It looks like it goes over it. 2 screws. Okay, I'm trying so hard to get this radiator fan out. It is so freaking close. I loosened this right here, this bracket, and gave it a little bit of jiggle room. I don't want to take more fairings out though. But we may have to. I forgot to shoot that part where I was like just frustrated. Anyway, I think we're just gonna have to remove just gonna have to continue removing fairings. Got one. There's a bit of a revelation. I think I can just remove the bottom fairings or get it loose enough to push the radiator forward. Let's try it. We got one of the back nuts. Yes! Oh, the hat came off. Okay, so I think the real problem is with this other side is my 8mm, it's tiny. I think I just need a longer one. Alright, we got neighbor's trees getting trimmed. We have to see how much it would cost to cut a part of this oak tree that's kind of just floating above my roof. $1,600 plus $400 to get rid of the dead bushes in the back. $2,000. I gotta do it. I gotta do it because my wife's I don't want to go another summer of her yelling at me about it, so I gotta do it. Anyway, we got the 2 nuts out. Now it's just 2 nuts on the bottom, and the header should come out. The front header. This was the hardest part, the front header. Okay. Number 3, yes. We got one of the headers fully undone. They're gonna start cutting the tree. It's gonna get noisy, so I'm not gonna record. Oh my god, I didn't even have to remove it all. I just had to loosen the 2 bottom ones and remove the oh my god. Let me show you guys what I mean. Oh my. So this bracket right here holds on to the header. Let me show you. Okay, I gotta show TikTok too, but I'm gonna show you guys first. See this? I didn't even have to like take off the bolt fully. I could have just loosened it. I could have just loosened the bolt. Okay, so the way it goes is like this is on the actual engine where the exhaust manifold is. Anyway, it hooks on like this, and then all you do is loosen the bolts. You get the top one out, and then this stays on. It's freaking genius, Ducati. You're awesome. Let me show you guys how far I got. All right, we got this kind of going on here. This top oil cooler line is touching the header, which is not good. I think what I want to do now is just put everything back. This was a disaster. Alright, it's day 2. Oil needs to be drained, that way I can try flipping the oil cooler line. I think this header is in the way from this actually seating where it needs to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this header, but I think I have to remove these plastic covers, heat shield. So we have more removal today. I love this freaking thing. Okay, there we go. She fits. Yay! Again, I just gotta mess with this. I do have to retrofit this carbon fiber cover that goes right in there. I'm probably just gonna cut off like right along here just so I can get it bolted up. That means this has to come off again. But it's fine. I just wanted to see if it fits, and it freaking fits. Okay, this bike is pretty much done. We have to do the oil line swap, and then I gotta make a bracket for this because I don't think this one's gonna work. And then I think this needs a bracket as well. Although it is pretty solid, I still I want a bracket on that just in case. It could probably run like that, but it looks kind of silly with this. I had my son update the flasher unit from Brentune. That way we can flash this, but I'm not doing that today. Not until I swap the cooler line. Right now we got to take the Grom to go do a slow race. So let's go. Okay, before we go hang out with the homies, I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, Kemimoto. This is the Kemimoto 20-liter hard shell motorcycle backpack, and this is a no-frills ad for this backpack. Some of my best ads are just showing you what the features are and telling you how good of a deal it is. So this backpack is expandable, it has a laptop sleeve inside, and a few more storage compartments. It has a stretchy strap in the center, and you're probably wondering if it can fit a helmet. Well, this is my KYT KX1 Lumpia edition. Let's see if it fits. It freaking fits, and there's plenty of room. This is probably one of my favorite backpacks from Kemimoto, not just because of this hard shell turtleback design, but because unlike other manufacturers who charge you over $200 for a backpack like this, you can actually get this for less than half of that. In fact, if you use the code ADOBOMOTO, you can get this backpack right now for $80.75 shipped to your door. I really don't know where you're gonna find a deal like that anywhere else. Kemimoto has been a huge supporter of ADOBOMOTO for a long time, and I'm happy to promote their products. I have friends who have used this for years and are still using it today. It does come with the waist strap, and of course the chest strap. I love promoting this specific backpack because you don't really need all the fluff with this kind of advertising. Would you rather pay 230 bucks or 80 bucks for basically the same backpack? That's it. Alright, this is my Honda Grom, and today we're going to show you guys how to do a slow race with my homies Bonifacio. He named his shop after him. Okay. Alright guys, the reason, well, they're essentially slicks. The reason I'm vlogging is because Nick's as he wants to see more vlogs. So if you guys don't like this video, you can blame this red-headed, bearded mother.
Blame me 100%. I want to see the vlogs. Bring back the vlogs.
We got a slow race, like I said. Yeah! We don't call you Alice the Menace for nothing, bro.
I did not mean to do that. dude was
Hell yeah, dog.
Pass it off.
God damn, bro.
That front wheel came out fast.
See, I told you, just rev it, then dump the clutch. It'll come up.
You had it, dude. That was tight. All right, now get on the Panigale and do the same thing, bro. You made it. Look at Ellis's vlogging camera, bro. Ellis McKinnon, what's up, bro? Damn. This fool showed us up. He got a job, and look at him, bro. Like, what is that, bro? Oh, that's Shinobi 2?
Shinobi 2.
Oh my god, dude.
He's a videographer now, guys.
Yo, for real, he's recording in RAW and then like color grading his
I
vlogs.
can't color grade Canon. I can't color grade.
You want to set up some tape for the slow race? Sure. All right, let's do it. All right, we're gonna set up the slow race so we can demo what a slow race looks like, and then Ella's gonna film it.
Sick, I'm not gonna get it.
20 bucks, dude. Remember rear brake. Rear brake is your best friend. Y'all getting on this slow race? Come on, Mark and Bonnie. You're in. Come on, man. You're in.
Come on, it's low.
Winner gets 20 bucks, bro, right now. All right, bro. All you gotta do is go here. You can start wherever the fuck you want, but the slowest to get to that line over there wins. Bam. We're on. There you go. Let's work, baby.
Who made this?
Gotta touch. When the rear tire touches, we stop the time. Okay? Woo! Shit! Okay, alright. That's the time right there, bro. That's pretty good. There you go, dog. You got it, dog. You got it.
Remember, don't put your foot down. I won't, man.
That shit. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Damn! It was Nick, bro. Nick.
Can I even do that?
Nick messed you up, dude.
What are you talking about?
You said you gotta turn. You gotta turn.
I did say slow down.
He wore the white shirt too to match. Look at him. You gotta breathe, Nick. You gotta breathe, bro. Don't hold your breath.
I'm trying to...
Holding his breath, bro. I saw him turning red. You can blame it on me, bro.
Oh yeah. I was trying to put it in second gear
Oh, you were.
to see like how that would work.
That's why you lost, bitch. Like, you always try to do your own thing, bro. Oh, God. Are we timing her? Just kind of like...
I'm timing.
You're timing her? Okay, alright. Oh, God damn it. Kay! Get some practice, okay? Just you're embarrassing the shit out of me. Go get some fucking practice. Go around, feel the bike out, and then do it. There you go. Oh my God, not towards me! She about to run me over, bro.
So far, you're the winner.
What's the best?
You, dog.
No, hold on.
No, but it's gonna be you. It's gonna be you versus Nick. Nick has a technique. He said he wants. It's gonna be the two white shirt motherfuckers. All right.
I gotta be white, dog.
All right, Calvin. Show us what kemimoto's all about, dog. Let's go. Get your old ass. Oh, it's a lot of throttle. It's a lot of throttle, my guy. God damn, bro.
No, really.
I came out here for nothing.
Embarrassing the shit out of us, Calvin. God damn it, man. I'm trying so hard not to laugh at this one, man.
He's gonna have like 15 seconds.
You know what Nick is good at? Nick's good at fucking bullshitting that we all believe that he can do this shit. We're all looking at him like quiet and shit. Where's he going?
Go right into his bike.
He's gonna go right into the fucking shop. I told you, mother. cylinders, bro. Like, Nick is just full of shit, bro. Stop sticking up for him, bro. What's wrong with you, bro?
I didn't finish.
Look at Nate always sticking up for Nick, bro.
Hey. He got you.
Alright, guys. The winner of the slow race is the guy that named his shop after himself, bro.
Whoa, what's this, bro? Lunch money? I got lunch money, dog.
Congrats.
Give me that bike.
You wanna do it again?
I'm done, bro.
You done? He's like, one time, bro. One time. Yo.
There's 5 seconds in the throttle slap.
This motherfucker's talking shit,
Throttle slack,
bro.
5 seconds
Hey,
right
you
there.
did it though. Hey, you still won, bro.
Hey, man.
You don't need excuses, bro. You fucking won, bro.
Never settle, bro.
This is my 2025 Ducati Panigale V4 that we just installed a full exhaust on. So a lot of y'all thought it didn't fit, but as you can see, it fits perfectly fine. Now I do need to make a bracket for the rear exhaust and a bracket for the lower exhaust. I also need to reinstall the O2 sensors on all 4 cylinders. But before we do any of that, I have to swap these 2 oil coolers because the top oil cooler is touching the header. So I actually just recently changed my oil. I only have a few hundred miles in this oil, so I may do something sketchy, which is try to save it. But I did order another gallon of oil, which comes tomorrow. So depending on what it looks like coming out, it may or may not be saved. All right, let's remove this oil cap, and now we can dump this oil. Phew! Yeah, that does not look pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that oil. All right, now we can attempt to remove these lines. Just let that drain out for a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna pull the lines out. Just gotta jiggle it back and forth while pulling back. They're just held on by these O-rings right here. Okay, I just swapped the oil coolers. Check this out. This was the top line, which is now on the bottom, and this was the bottom line, which is now on top. And as you can see, it's not touching there, and it's also not touching at the bottom, which is hard to see. A lot of y'all thought this wasn't gonna work, but once I got the exhaust on, and I saw that all I needed to do was swap the oil cooler lines, it was so easy, a jigsaw rider could do it. So, if you ride a motorcycle, learn how to work on your own bike. It'll not only save you a ton of money, it saved me like $5 grand from this exhaust, but it also teaches you patience and perseverance. This was by no means a beginner install, but it's really not something you need a degree in. Oil cooler lines are super easy. I just got an Amazon package, which is, I think it's the oil. Definitely the oil. We got a care package from Brentune. This is their Flasher Plus, and this has got to be the most convenient way to flash your ECU. You send them the original file, they send you back a modified file, and then you can essentially switch from OEM to whatever flash that you get from them. I bought this for my S1000 RR back in the day. They also sent me some velocity stacks. This is for the 2024 Panigale V4, but again, same exact motor. But we're not installing these this time around. So before you do anything, you're going to want to make sure to update the flasher on Brentune's website, and you have to have a Windows computer. So if you're an Apple user, you're SOL. Go make some friends with some jigsaw riders like I did. So I'm pretty sure on the 25 Panigale V4, the connector I'm looking for is under this tank fairing. Okay, I tried looking forever. It's not here. I know where it's at. So let's go ahead and remove the seat. And the service plug is right there. Okay, undo this connector real quick. There we go. We're gonna plug one end of our cable to the flasher. Make sure that's nice and snug. And then this end to our service connector. Okay, from here, you'll be at the main menu. You wanna hit work, Ducati, find the correct Ducati, Panigale V4, make sure it's the correct year. Mine is the 2025. And if you have a weak battery, make sure to plug it into a battery tender. My battery's brand new. And then just follow the on-screen instructions. Turn on the dash, hit okay. Now it's communicating with the ECU. Turn off the dash. Okay, it says unknown ECU. Select manually the protocol to use. Brentune sent me this specifically for this bike, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit okay. Okay again. Now it's saying we have to ID it, so go ahead and hit ID. We're gonna turn this back on. Hit okay again. And now it's just reading the ECU. Just be patient on this part. Turn this off now, hit okay. And the task is successfully completed. Just hit OK, and you're back to the main menu. Now the Flasher Plus has a copy of your OEM flash. You plug this into your Windows computer, download that flash, and then you send it off to Brentune, who will then send you their flash, and from there you can switch back and forth. So easy, a jigsaw rider could do it. Maybe. Okay, we got the map. It is day 2. Let's pull off the service plug, open it up, connect our flasher. Okay, from here we go to work, and now we have this thing called writing. Now I have 2 different files on here, and you can see the arrow right there. You can scroll over. Okay, now it's telling you to connect to a battery tender. And the reason you want to do this is because if your battery dies, your ECU will brick. Don't do what I do. I don't have one connected. Just gonna go ahead and hit OK. Now it's telling me to turn the dashboard on. Okay, and now it's writing. And you just give that a little bit. Now it's telling me to turn off the dashboard. Hit OK again. Turn this back on. Hit OK. And it's writing. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes, and this is how far we've gotten. That's why if you have an old battery, it's important to plug this into a tender. Run the errors, deletion. Okay, let's do that. Just keep following the on-screen prompts. Now it's telling me to switch off the dash. Hit OK. Riding complete. All right. Okay, we are done. I can finally unplug this. Okay, we got a bit of a revelation. I got shrimp juice on my gray hoodie. That's beside the point. The Amazon guy just came and dropped these off. Yes. That means we can get the O2 sensors on. I'm gonna save you guys and let's just install them without the camera on. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, I got some oil in there now. I put about 3 quarts. I'm gonna spray down the pipes. Hopefully get some of those fingerprints off. All right, without further ado. Ho, ho, ho. I'm just priming it. Here we go. We're waiting for it to warm up. That is unbearably loud.